Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in again. Last week I went through a ton of new features and updates for the Google Home and the Google Assistant that came to us from Google I/O 2018. What I want to do this week is I actually want to go through some of the features or the updates or the products that were missing from Google Assistant or the Google Home. These are things that I would like to see in the future, and I'd love, of course, to hear what you'd like to see in the future. Now, what we saw last week from Google at Google I/O was stunning. Google Duplex was an incredible feature. But, on top of that, what I had hoped I would see is a couple of new devices from Google. They talked about the smart display devices or the Google Home display devices. Those are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I want to see those. But what I didn't see was an outdoor speaker or an outdoor device. This is what I'd like to see from Google in the near future. We should be able to take one of our Google Homes outside, and it should be portable if we wanted to, or it should be a lot like outdoor speakers that are already available on the market, just with the capability of having a Google Assistant on board. Something else that I feel was a little bit missing, and we've seen some of these products from other makers where they have the battery that attaches basically to the base of your Google Home, and then you can take it and it becomes a portable speaker. I'd like to see that coming out from Google. The reason I say that is, again, I want to be able to head outside with my device. I want my music outside, and I want it to be capable of connecting and using my phone, cell phone connection to do everything that I want it to do. That would also allow me to take it in a car, maybe power it in different ways that way. Something else that I expected, and maybe this is expecting a little bit too much. Maybe this is something that has to come from the Nest side of Google. But the different sensors that I have seen, we see in the Samsung SmartThings system there, they have a motion sensor, they have door sensors, they have those kinds of things. But even just a simple motion sensor or a simple light sensor attached to your Google Home would allow a lot of different automation to come and be a part. You could attach that to routines, you could attach that to all kinds of functionality, and using the mic to sense more than just your voice would also be beneficial in this regard. On that note, we've heard from Amazon that they're building a robot that they would hopefully integrate with a version of Alexa and it could follow you around the home. We've heard from Roomba that they have plans to map your home and be able to follow you or know where you are in the home. We haven't heard anything from Google in regards to mobility or moving around your home or being able to do more with your home. Now, what we did see a few weeks ago, and I talked about this a few weeks ago, from one of the filings that Google made a number of years ago in terms of a patent, they have plans to use cameras to basically map your house and pick out all kinds of options or objects and do those kinds of things. But we still haven't heard from them how they would implement that and give you more automation capability, or how they would handle some mobility within their device or create a device with some mobility. One thing I don't think we've quite seen from Google yet in their Google Assistant is the capability of interacting with really any app. And I think when I heard the app actions feature being added to Android P, we're starting to get closer where you could speak with Google Assistant and just ask for a specific action within an app. And it wouldn't necessarily have to have its own app within the Google Assistant within their whole shop there. That's what I'd like to see coming. It's a little bit of a deeper grab for them to go out, look through your phone or look through the device that you're using at the moment, whether that's a tablet or a phone, and pull that application out, go to the action that you're hoping for, or at least try and get you there through a command through your Google Assistant. So I'd like to see that little bit of deeper automation within the Google Assistant before I'm going to use that on a daily basis on my phone. One other thing that I haven't seen come out from Google, they're really not keeping up with Amazon on the side of automobiles or vehicles. they just don't have an option for you in the car that's really strong right now. Amazon has a few options that are a little bit better. They've also been integrated into more vehicles at this point. Alright guys, so like I said, go ahead, let me know in the comments down below what features you'd like to see coming from Google related to their Google Home or their Google Assistant. I'd love to hear what thoughts you guys have. It always amazes me what you guys are thinking about in terms of home automation or even just personal automation. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.